Okay, so what we see here over and over is two realities operating. Did you know the Vatican made deals with a group of subterraneans named cavemen? So it might get caveman, but it phonetically, Phoenician Cane sounds like Cayman Islands. To me, there's something going on with the Epstein, all of that craft, and some kind of thing like this, some kind of interdimensional place they go. I think they kind of showed it on the movie Doctor Sleep, and they've shown it on other movies. But you look at what, give this for example. We believe that the October, or the UFOs, I think it was October, over New Jersey were basically them faking to themselves, for actors on the stage of life, for their little theater ritual, that Jesus did come. Maybe a few of them knew they were putting on a ruse, and that he took everyone and left. Well, this is not what the Bible says, and it's obviously a lie, but they have to keep themselves believing this nonsense in order to maintain this bad faith, in order to maintain their yucky ritual. Basically, it's like, in order to maintain the hack into what Earth is allowing them and what's allowed to give. These fairies don't help nature; they suck it dry. They're just as much part of poisoning rivers and things like that, because they need death. They don't feed off of life. They're not. And so they feed off the death. This is my opinion now. I guess I'm good. But what are they? I mean, okay. So anyways, and I'm not saying that there's not some like Nicodemus that might be redeemable. What is Jude 123? I'm not saying I know for sure, but it just keeps coming up in my heart on a basis that usually is almost always God. Either way, this has happened up in Alaska, this has happened in all sorts of places. Is it a real people? We now think it's very interesting that all these paranormal things, and that it says basically Isaiah 13, Isaiah 34, Revelation 18, the haunting of Babylon in these end days, and take that with Jesus' words, that if he didn't return, no flesh would survive. Well, what do you think's going on? I mean, to me, I think that as fast as, I don't think that it's because judgments are coming down on the flesh. I just think it's because of the paradigms that the fallen ones have set up. When they collapse, it's like they've set up a booby trap that tries to backfire on creation and all this, and then kind of like the scorched earth mentality. But that's my opinion. That's kind of a little residual for the topic at hand. But you look into what are the Tuatha D, and what is this connection with sorcery and dentistry? Because there is something very insidious going on. And also with seers in these eyes. Did you know at the top of the pyramid there's a name for that cult? The occult order of oculists, ophthalmologists, optometrists, and dentists, and probably doctors of the eye, ear, nose, and throat ilk. Why do you think we get the feeling of deja vu? They look through us. They know God's Spirit's in us. It proves it too, by the way they hover around us. This is why I question whether a lot of our parents are really our parents, or if there's not some kind of obfuscation going on where, because they farm, they do sorcery, if they get to have things their way, and that's exactly a lot of what kind of happens in the end times. I mean, it's essentially what went on with the Pharaoh in Egypt. but just on an end time scale, more broad and worldwide. Not that that wasn't Egypt is the fallen angels. It's one of their break off centers, and obviously I think that Egypt has a strong connection to these sea peoples, as well as the Philistines and the Hivites and the Horites and all them sticking together. Interesting that they said that there's massive cataclysms and just worldwide chaos in the year 1100, and that's around the time the sea peoples went down, and that would be 1200 before Jesus, I believe. So BC. Either way, this one's kind of jumped all over the place. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want more on this and other cases like this, isn't that year interesting too? 1777, almost like it was some kind of weird ritual. And do you know that it's well known in the fairy lore that the devil takes one of them per year? I don't know, from one, maybe they're taking more now. I don't know what these are. When we take pictures of the things that stalked us for a while, baited us into pride, really, into outrage, they got like hologram heads. Like when they get upset or when they get, it's like it shifts off their heads. We have pictures of them all over on our stuff. Either way, is that a skinwalker? What did Jesus mean when he said demons will go to a different place? Right? What does he mean? And they'll wait till the house is cleaned out. Okay? So remember, stay in the Word, stay in the Word, stay in the Word. Do not stop staying in the Word. Study, study, study.